Is this dog food in your fridge?
Hi guys, welcome back to my run on Battletech. Still in the beginning of the game, so we're still getting to know the crew and everything.
You're all the family I need.
Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food.
So check it out.
We all know we should eat fruits and vegetables, but sometimes, no matter how hard we try, life gets in the way. Simplify your nutrition with Balance of Nature supplements. Here for you in life's busiest moments. Get 35% off and $10 off any additional sets as a preferred customer by using discount code Fox News.
I did have hearing aids from another company. I was just frustrated. I almost gave up. With MechWarrior, it's all about service. They're personable, they're friendly. I'm very happy with them.
We provide you with a free lifetime of aftercare, meaning free checkups.
I miss you guys. I gotta take my pills, you're right.
Someone happy, it's really made a difference.
World Hearing Day with our limited time offers.
I had a headache today.
Saving on your education should be a right, not a competition. At University of Phoenix, you'll get the best scholarship.
Couple the big view.
Simple as that. Explore scholarship options at University of Phoenix.
Did you know you can save with GoodRx even if you have insurance?
I'm on Medicare. I checked GoodRx because it could be medical pay. Nothing like that.
Even if you have insurance, GoodRx can help you save. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Why?
You wanted me to find out about her. She's got a sick kid, a dead husband, families being attacked in the Philippines. She's desperate.
I'm just a cleaning lady. She's clearly much more than that.
I've never wanted anything like that.
The Cleaning Lady season premiere this Tuesday on Fox. When you can't watch, listen. Get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM. Anytime, anywhere. Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening.
If you're having trouble sleeping, ask your doctor about Bidenica, the sleep aid made from 100% Joe Biden press conference.
The best way to get something done, if you hold it near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
Bidenica has a patented blend of confusion and forgetfulness that will calm the most overactive brains.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. I mean, think about it.
When they sold out American jobs and killed the Keystone Pipeline, it kept me up all night worrying about how we pay our bills. But then I got Bidenica, and I've never slept better.
Sometimes when I get hopped up on sugar, my parents give me Bidenica so I pass out. Other times they give it to me during the day, probably so they can do the deed. Gross.
Warning. People who have used Bidenica have experienced rapid lying and an inability to secure the southern border. Others have hallucinated and bought breakfast cereals.
Pop was a bad dude.
Ask your doctor if Bidenica is right for you.
Now that's a moneymaker right there. Welcome back to Fox News Saturday Night. Everyone would like our next guest a lot more if only he worked a little bit harder. I'm Ken. He's a Fox and Friends co-host, the host of the biggest daily radio show on Fox News. He's also the host of our lead-in show on this channel every Saturday night. Long story short, when you talk about the most talented people at Fox News, my next guest has met all of them in person. That hurts my feelings. Ryan, kill me in the house and the crowd goes wild. Everybody love to kill me. Gutfeld wrote that introduction. Well, I was going to ask you that. Well, we'll get there in a minute. I just need one serious question. One. Just give me one. Okay, the White House spent all week trying to put the age issue to bed for Joe Biden. Right. Do you think they succeeded, or did they buy a box of Bidenica and use that instead?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a great commercial. Frank Bruno did the voiceover.
You know my name, Frank Bruno. Yeah.
I will say this. To see him walk along the border with the border guards in a suit, didn't really make me feel better about his youth and experience.
Yeah.
I will say that they just decided, like, put through a caution to the wind.
Yeah. and let's put him out there, and let's go at it, and let's put the ball in play. And the best news is, it's for your show. They're actually providing so much material throughout the spring and summer, because if they keep him in a cave, it makes it harder for you to write this.
Yeah, you gotta dig up stuff. They're actually giving us so much material right now. I have to shush Emily in the B block for telling what Biden jokes. We have that many. In a surplus. It's
How
inflation.
dare you do that to Emily?
Every word back. We gotta put her in place. And then I'm like, okay, Brian, it is time to go off the meter. Already? Get a nice Nexio, by the way. The production value they bust out for you. Okay, so the whole point of off the meter, okay, is we're going to use it in terms nobody understands. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. But the point being is we're going to ask you a bunch of questions that are just stupid. Okay, they're not going to put you in a bad spot. Okay. So you have 3 cast members that host Fox and Friends with you.
Yes.
If they're drowning and you only have 2 life preservers.
Right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Everybody was kidding. Everybody knows the answer. Oh, the cast of Fox and Friends is drowning. Everybody knows the correct answer is to throw both preservers to Ainsley.
Absolutely. We don't want to get that here, right? Except for then there's Carly. You got to worry about.
Oh, I didn't factor her in. But yeah. So it's 1 for Carly, 1 for Ainsley. I'll write a great eulogy about you, Deuce Man, and of course Lawrence Jones.
Right.
Okay, give it a minute. You're a history buff. Who would make a better wingman at a bar?
Right.
George Washington or Abraham Lincoln?
I'm talking Yang.
Yeah. Washington's got
I like this guy.
leadership.
Reminds me of my uncle.
Mix it up. And what do we know Lincoln for? The guy can wrestle.
Yeah.
The guy can fight.
Thank you.
And I need a guy.
Except for his name, Yang. I have an uncle called Yang.
At the end, be able to talk to the cops and say it was not my fault. He's a smart guy, a strong guy, a good wrestler. Sorry, GW.
But the dude trying to shoot some.
And I love this because if the cops have you up against the wall and you've got a guy named Honest Abe with you,
Exactly.
your story's gonna fly.
Who's a self-made lawyer? Yeah. Well, the problem is he had 1 formal year of schooling.
Yeah.
So that's my problem. And he didn't know where that is.
Don't knock the guys with 1 formal year of schooling. Some of us have none.
Right.
I love it. Okay, speaking of presidents, let's pivot to your friend Donald Trump. The thing people love about Trump is obviously his modesty. But no, is there a character trait of Trump that he doesn't get enough credit for, that we don't see publicly?
Sense of humor.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't get it. I watch these other channels. He throws this stuff out being sarcastic or likes to exaggerate, and they think he's being serious. They take him as if every word is FDR giving a radio address. And it's not.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, because everybody who reacts to his verbiage knew him for 40 years.
Right.
And they're trying to pretend this is some new fringy guy. I'm like, dude, he hosted Celebrity Apprentice. I know. They might not like the policies, but the guy's just the guy. Anyway, let me give you another one, because Trump's VP could be Tim Scott, who once claimed on my radio show that Rocky 3 is the best movie. He can't say Rocky 4 because they'd accuse him of Russian collusion with the Russians.
Exactly.
What is the best Rocky movie?
I hate to say it, and I don't sound, it sounds like I'm copying Tim Scott because I'm afraid of him or want to be like him, which both things are true. I do think Rocky 3 is the best. Here's why. He got the facial work done. He kind of trimmed down to 185. And then he also copied the Liston format. So remember, Liston was so big and strong, everyone was afraid of him. But what did Ali do? He was afraid at first, but Ali went out there and danced in front of him. So I love that he took that template and brought it into that. So I love Rocky 3 the best, and it's the one that holds up the most. But I just want to love Eye of the Tiger. Who doesn't want Eye of the Tiger?
Okay, last question, here we go. Trump wins re-election.
How am I doing?
We love it.
I can't believe how well I'm doing.
No, you're great. Okay. Trump wins re-election, you're on Air Force One. Okay. Unfortunately, the pilots get hammered on Trump wine. Okay. You have to land Air Force One. Which Fox News personality do you trust to help you land that plane?
Hammer? Oh, Hammer. I think Hammer just always seems to be in control, but we all know he's not.
Yes.
So even if we do go down, at least I'll feel as though I made the right choice. If you watch Hammer on the prompter, Hammer with a co-anchor, co-pilot, he's always cool, calm, and collected. So even if we do crash, I'll be totally caught by surprise. No, I wasn't. I always feel as though he's in.
But I love that. You agree? I'm very pro Hammer on this show. Oh, is that true?
Intervention, guys.
All right, that's a semi-serious answer. Why do we love Kill Me? Because I asked Biden's America. No, I'm kidding. We love Kill Me because I said the pilots are drunk on wine. Your answer was to get Hammer, who drinks vodka sodas. Like, it's going out of style.
I didn't know that.
No, he's a pro. We love Hammer. We love you. Give it up for Brian Kill Me, everybody. Get your tickets now to see Pride Live April 27th at the Green Valley.
Hey, Mr. Gizmo, I love you.
I've been there and I'm going back. Right. Now here on Fox News Saturday Night, we are
Best
all about
dog I've ever had.
history and the women in our browser history. We're playing White House or Penthouse. with the panel next.
I should say one of the best dogs I've ever had. I've had a few really good ones.
Super Tuesday on Fox News Channel.
We have a lot of work ahead of us.
We'll keep fighting for America.
We know America's winning.
Covering every state, every primary, every result. With insight and analysis you won't get anywhere else. And unmatched perspective on every race. Super Tuesday on Fox News Channel.
This is Democracy 24.
Your freedom, your vote. America is watching.
Hi, Grandma. I played baseball today.
Oh, that's great.
What position did you play?
First base.
That's what Grandpa used to play.
When our hearing wouldn't allow us to use a regular phone, it made us feel isolated.
It became difficult to communicate with our friends and family.
Clear Captions was an easy solution for us.
Clear Captions provides captions on a phone, like captioning on your TV, so you can see what the caller is saying live as they say it.
Making it easy to understand and respond immediately.
There is no insurance or Medicare required. Clear Caption service is provided at no cost to you through a federally funded program. We deliver, install, and train you on how to use your phone, all at no cost to you.
Give your loved ones the independence and connection they deserve.
Call now to see if you qualify to get a Clear Captions phone at no cost to you. Call 1-800-979-0270. That's 1-800-979-0270.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't this great?
Yeah! Yeah. I can do a cartwheel in here.
Hey, would you like to join us now? We would love to join you.
Nice Oakleys, Steve. Where'd you get them?
GovX.com.
I love you, Mr. Gizmo. Good boy.
GovX.com.
Just water. Just bottled water.
Easy. Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at GovX.com.
Good boy.
Guys, feeling tired and getting soft? Growing old? Wake up and grab an Ageless Male Max with a non-prescription ingredient to help boost your total testosterone. Be the man you want to be.
Omnilux Contour, an LED light therapy mask clinically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. Find out how you can improve your skin at omniluxled.com.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early, so everyone can go home on time, there's Granger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts, so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call Granger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
To celebrate the new year, we're having the biggest sale ever on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save 60% on our Goose Down comforters, the best comforters ever. They go perfectly with our MyPillow bed sheets and duvet covers. Save 25% on our brand new kitchen towels. They're made with the same technology as our famous My Towels. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. Our seasonal flannel sheets are finally in. You save up to 50%, and they sell out fast every year, so order now. They're truly the best flannel sheets you'll ever sleep on. Or save up to 80% on all our clearance items. And this is where it gets even better. For a limited time, your entire order ships absolutely free. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use that promo code to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. And for a limited time, your order ships absolutely free.
March is Women's History Month, so with February officially behind us, we don't actually need Charles on the panel. You stop it. Joining us now to replace her, a woman who has made all kinds of history in my life, some of it good. Jenny Phelan makes a return to Fox. You're back. You look like $1 million. Anyway. No, you stop it. As you know, this show is a celebration of all things America, so we're going to salute Women's History Month by playing an empowering game called White House or Penthouse. I'm going to read the name of a woman, and everyone will tell me if she was a first lady or if she was a foxy lady who posed in Penthouse magazine like Jenny did in college. So I'm kidding. She wasn't in Penthouse. She was in Waffle House with me. With me, and we had a damn good time. Okay, here we go. First question to the group right across the board. Jenny, Letitia Tyler. Was Letitia Tyler a Penthouse pet or the first lady for our 10th president, John Tyler?
I'm gonna go first lady.
You're gonna go first lady?
Yeah,
You are
I feel like it's,
correct.
yeah, all right.
Letitia in the 1800s.
Because I thought it was a trick question, so I kind of went against what I initially thought.
Okay. And white women, Letitia, back in the 80s. How the roles have changed. Okay. Now this is called a Stones test. Christina, is Letitia Tyler a Penthouse pet or a first lady? I'm kidding.
C.
Question 2, Emily. Janet Pierce. Is Janet Pierce a Penthouse pet or the first lady of our 14th president, Franklin Pierce?
Pet all the way.
You say pet all the way.
Right.
You're confident. That's your final answer.
100%.
Janet Pierce was a Penthouse pet in December 1969. You win. Way to go. By the way, you want to talk about how these names are weird by generation? Franklin Pierce's wife, one letter different. Jane Pierce. So Jane Pierce, first lady. Janet Pierce, Penthouse. What a difference a little tea makes. It sounds like a Nugenics commercial. Boost your tea, McBee. All right, McBee. Dusty Jackson. Is she a Penthouse pet or the first lady for our 17th president, Andrew Jackson? Dusty Jackson.
I want so bad for that to be like the first lady. Just first lady Dusty, but I'm gonna go with first lady.
You're going first lady. And you were wrong. Jackson, Penthouse pet, January 1979. Andrew Jackson's wife was Rachel Jackson. Stop it. Yes. Isn't it funny in the 1800s that these names sound like they're from a different era? But it's Rachel Jackson. She had a sister Janet, her brother Michael. All right, here we go. Leslie Harrison. Is Leslie Harrison a Penthouse pet or a first lady for our 9th president, William Henry Harrison? Leslie Harrison.
Leslie. I'm gonna go with Penthouse pet.
You are correct. Penthouse pet. July of 1972. If you're wondering, William Henry Harrison's wife was Anna Harrison. I can see Anna in that era, could you not?
All right, more than Rachel.
All right, here we go. Eliza Johnson, Jenny, was she a Penthouse pet or the first lady of our 17th president, Andrew Johnson? Eliza Johnson. Does it sound 1800s-y?
I mean, I'm gonna go first lady.
Jenny Phelan was first lady. She is correct. Penthouse pet was Victoria Lynn Johnson, Penthouse pet of the year 1975. We are out of time. I did not just rig that for my family. Jenny Phelan as the winner. The things I will do to get out of putting out after the show. You stop it. Congratulations, Jenny. We love you. Take a victory. Thank you, Jenny. Emily, Charles, and Christina. Coming up, I'm heading to the world-famous Carmine's Italian restaurant with one of the stars of The Sopranos. Yo.
Carmine's one of the most iconic Italian restaurants in all of New York City, and it's well-deserved the best in the world. The thing about going out to fancy Italian in Manhattan is it could be the best meal of your life, but there's also a reasonably high chance that it's the last meal of your life. As a Sicilian, I can tell you the one classy thing my people do is they always whack you on a full stomach. So they take you to a place like Carmine's, real decadent, huge portion. These aren't even meals, they're hazing rituals. Speaking of getting whacked, I'm going to go inside and interview Adriana from The Sopranos, Drea Di Matteo. How about it? Christopher! I'm going to get her to call me Christopher. Jenny can't be the only one calling me by the
1,000 new chemicals have entered our world over the last 50 years. Only 1% have been tested for safety. Can you feel it? With every breath, modern living is breaking down your barriers, your body's first line of defense against everyday threats to your health. But nature holds a solution. Armor Colostrum. Armor delivers the blueprint to strengthen these barriers, cell by cell, the catalyst for your transformational health.
We're here with Chris Winningham, our local leak filter. So Chris, tell us how leak filter is different from every other gutter protection on the market.
With Leak Filter's patented filter technology, there are no gaps, no openings, no place for debris to get in at all. And we install Leak Filter on your existing gutters. It's a permanent solution. You'll never have to climb a ladder to clean out your gutters again.
That's amazing, Chris. Tell me about the process.
Simple and easy. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come out and give you a free gutter inspection. If they're sagging, we'll repair them. If they're broken, we'll replace them. If they're in good shape, our local team will install Leak Filter in as little as a few hours.
Wow, and I understand you guys have a lifetime no clogs guarantee.
We do. It's actually a lifetime transferable no clogs guarantee.
You know, that's peace of mind and then some. So how do people sign up?
To schedule your free inspection, call 833-LEAK-FILTER today. Our agents are standing by. Or visit leakfilter.com.
Join Fox Corporation in donating to and supporting those affected by the atrocities in Israel through financial assistance and emergency aid. Together we stand with Israel. Donate now.
The last 2 years that I've been on my own, it's been really challenging in order to make ends meet. United Way agency that I deal with for things like food, keeping the cost of food down, help with toiletries and other necessities that if it that it gets always done with a smile. Thanks to United Way, seniors like myself live in grace and dignity.
When an impaired driver killed my brother DJ, my life changed forever. During the pandemic, all of our lives changed, and many of us turned to alcohol and drugs to cope. As life returns to normal, the increase in substance use from COVID has lingered, and some police services report an increase in impaired driving that caused heartbreak and devastation. Now, more than ever, we need your commitment to never drive impaired, and to encourage all of your family and friends to do the same. Together, we can save lives.
Repeat after me. Never steal from the weak, the vulnerable again. It's gonna be a fire.
Okay, thanks.
There's a beekeeper, a special program outside the chain of command.
The system is corrupt. They corrected it. He stole millions from people who work hard all their lives.
We have laws for these things.
Until they fail, it didn't happen. The beekeeper, rated R.
Welcome back to Fox News Saturday Night. As a TV host, I probably shouldn't be eating in family-style Italian restaurants. But the cast of The Sopranos made Fox an offer we couldn't refuse. An interview with Drea Di Matteo, the woman who played Adriana, and she agreed to testify under oath if I took her to Carmine's in Times Square. Check it out. It is amazing what we can get out of you with meatballs. She came in here, you don't understand nothing. She was a big leaguing me, wouldn't even make eye contact with the staff. She's like, it's Mrs. De Matteo. And then the meatballs came out, and it was just a whole other world.
Forget about the meatballs. Yeah. It's the sausage over there.
Hey, girl. Come on. The stuff on the table's good, too. Good night, everybody. I kid. But The Sopranos, to me, really was a cooking show in the sense that there was so much eating. And then if you got a bad Yelp review, they whacked you.
And the story.
Did you ever feel like you were just starring in like the ultimate version of like Hell's Kitchen?
We really ate at all those dinners. We had real amazing food, and it was a whole issue. I mean, people were pissed. And the crew was pissed because everything. All the men ate. They drank the wine, real wine. We were having a good time.
No, I think this is the greatest thing in the world, and I think that's what made the show as iconic as it was. Obviously, it was great. It was cast very well, except for Christopher's girlfriend. But we'll get back to that. I kid. But the show was great, but it was relatable because, as you know, as an Italian, so much of our emotional bonding comes from food. Is that where all the blinged out accessorizing comes from? We're a portion people. And do you think the big jewelry, the big earrings, the big hair is just a byproduct of that other excess in our lives?
Oh, total excess. We need everything. We need everything. We need the biggest car, the biggest Cadillac, all the jewels, the biggest diamond. Size matters with the Italians. You know what I mean?
That was serious. She looked me in the eye for that one. This has been a pretty loose interview, and then she looked at me and she's like, "Don't you let me down, Charles." I definitely adapted some of that when I started in cable news, because this is the thing. I would dress loud to distract from my glaring lack of intellect. You know, if you walk on in like leopard print, they're like, "This guy's got it down." Okay, this guy belongs here. Okay, he's wearing leopard. He shot a couch on the way to the studio.
Did you wear leopard?
It's a vibe, right?
This is super like I'm gonna go bury the
Well, that's where you're wrong, because we've already buried the body. This is actually you driving back and you gotta stand shovels and bags of lime and stuff like that. Before we start the shot clock on your food consumption, give me a couple of Hollywood notes.
This is my last dinner.
This is my last supper. We're obviously both getting whacked into this. I don't really need a political position from you so much as I wanted to say, do you think celebrities in Hollywood are missing the whole point of being a celebrity, which is that you don't have to get involved with any of this
I can't stand celebrities that get political. I never have been able to deal with it. Well, I'm not in the industry anymore.
And this is what I think celebrities do wrong, okay? And I don't even need to get to the actual political ideology. It's the point of, you're in Hollywood. You're living these spectacularly prosperous lives where you make a lot of money, you do cool stuff, you sleep with really good-looking people, and the cocaine's pure. You know, once you start pretending you're one of us, the whole bargain was we knew you weren't one of us. You know, they were just living this fabulous life, and we'd celebrate it from time to time at premieres and at award shows. So that's my question. Do you think by trying to pretend they care, by trying to pretend they're sort of in it for the little guy, they're kind of wasting the space, or at least wasting the lane?
Yes, and I also feel like it's just a mirroring of the administration, where it's like, oh, we care about all these social issues. You think that our president wakes up in the morning and gives a about anybody's real social issue?
No, I don't think our president thinks when he wakes up.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, we're at a point right now where the president waking up in the morning is the news. It's not what he does that day. It's like he's up and we're like, wow, I lost money. And Jill's calling her bookie. She's like, all right, give me the under Wednesday. We'll put another bet in on that. I mean, seriously, without having a political position, if you're just being an objective observer, if you watch Joe Biden, wouldn't you think he's President Uncle Junior?
Yes. Well, Uncle Junior at least might have been faking it.
I lived my whole life with dignity. Now I gotta pretend I'm a fool and idiot.
I would go sausage, steak, eggplant. I wouldn't even mess with the broccoli. I want to throw around spaghetti. I don't like spaghetti.
Okay, last question. There's a lot of women who worship you who love spaghetti. Are there items in your fashion line for women who are pro spaghetti?
Oh, yes, because all our stuff is, it's all, I mean, I want to stand up and show the back of my pants right now.
No, we can't see your butt cheeks on live TV. If
No,
they had
it's
a
my
phone, I'm
legs.
kidding. You stop it.
But look, this is for big girls, right?
Whoa!
And then you can get the whole back of the leg here.
That is hot.
That says ultra free to eat whatever the frig you want.
For real.
It's about, being free to eat like you got home.
Listen, it's this whole entire interview has made me so thankful that I tipped you that night when you were dancing in the Bada Bing.
I mean,
Thank
that
you.
was a fun night.
Say what you want, guys, but a $2 bill goes a long way in this industry.
I love a $2 bill in the bikini.
Drea Di Matteo, we will always have this. Thank you, babe.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get the out of here.
Thank you to Drea Di Matteo and the phenomenal team over at Carmine's Italian Restaurant in Times Square. You guys really are the best. And all your burning questions are next. Stay right there.
I started Jones Road because I wasn't done. Jones Road is a modern approach to my beauty philosophy. Clean, good-for-you products that are versatile and easy to use. Learn more at jonesroadbeauty.com.
AG1 works by obsessing over potency, absorbency, and nutrient density to help your body get the most out of everything we put in. Get the foundational nutrition you need at drinkag1.com. If you know luxury, it's not just your quantity, it's rewarding. Softwood mattresses supports all types of sleepers with durable steel coils and plush organic cotton. Luxury is handcrafted in American factories and brought directly to you with our free in-home white glove delivery service, which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Safa to friends and family. Safa, luxury mattresses made affordable.
Here at Legion Flag Supply, we grew sick and tired of flying flags that were made overseas, flags that would rip and tear easily. So we really made a commitment to quality. All of our flags are finished hard hacking and all the stress points, and they are sewn using double needle lock stitching.
All of our flag materials are sourced in America, and they are made by American producers. We're American made from beginning to end.
Shop now at showallegiance.com.
So when they stand and tell the stories, who we are and what we've done, of 1,000 things that we could leave behind us. If they say just one word, let that word be kindness.
The XFL and the USFL merged to create one powerful spring football league called the UFL.
Spring football is here to stay. UFL season kicks off Thursday on Fox and ABC. Are you looking for more in this world? Are you ready for something bigger? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, the messy, gutsy. The teachers, the growers, the builders, the change makers. We need you. We are the Peace Corps. In more than 60 countries, we go all in, all out. We are volunteers, partners, communities, working together, living together, bringing our experience, passion, and joy to building a better world together. We're powered by connection, driven by purpose. Open our arms, our hearts, our doors, our minds. We share freely and serve boldly. We're ready to tackle the tough stuff, to go the distance to make a difference. Then we have a place where we belong. The Peace Corps. Join us.
It's the time to prove it.
You can be harmlessness in person. We'll take to Washington Square. Go!
I don't believe in opportunity. We're cool.
Focus on the job.
Okay, buddy. Well, let's get ready. We're season premiere this Tuesday on Fox.
One of the most high-profile and busy spots anywhere along the southern border.
They are still very much in active wildfire fighting mode. And possible ceasefire deal in the Middle East.
Only on Fox News Channel.
Coming up on Trax Pub. Trax Pub is an institution. Great bar, great people, fun clientele, like not a blown out of dirt bags. If you like getting hit on by women with my accent, oh, is this a good pub for you? Sit down at the bar and you're like, hey Jim, I want to buy you a drink. I figure it's like a teamster that watches Fox News. Now you turn around and say, this girl from Suffolk County who's just been cursed by my accent. Could I never be a phone sex operator? Hey, you know what I'm wearing? I don't know, like some negligence. Mind your business.
It is not for Ask a Kid, where we tap into the wealth of wisdom I acquired, picking up actors, addicts, and aliens. And
I don't mean the migrant kind. If you have a question for me, use the hashtag AskACandy or email us at fnsaturdayNightFans@fox.com. And if you have a selfie video question, send it to us or find me on tour at one of my book signings like this young man.
What's the best thing you've seen in the backseat of the taxi?
Oh, wow. I'm actually going to get schmaltzy on this one. My favorite thing I've ever seen in the back of a taxi was my son Lincoln. I actually drove Lincoln to preschool once in my taxi, and it was really adorable. But the sad part is I was so broke I had to charge him. My second favorite thing I ever saw in a taxi is I drove a guy to Central Park West who was having a picnic with a mannequin. A guy got in with a basket, a blonde mannequin who had sunglasses on. They made small talk all the way up to Columbus Circle, and then they got out and went and had a picnic. And it was amazing. That was the first time I met Neil Cavuto. But he's a great tipper. Next, Michael chimes in from Georgia. He sent a video question.
What's the most unusual way someone tried to pay you for a cab ride? And keep it classy, buddy.
Yo, Michael! It's a regular caller to my radio show. But I don't want to make this answer all about the radio show Fox Across America, which you can listen to noon to 3 Monday through Friday on the Fox News app and on 165 radio stations. But the strangest way someone ever tried to pay me for real is I had a guy from a currency exchange who got in and offered me Saddam Hussein money, like Iraqi currency. I didn't take that. Then he offered me something in 2010. It was called Bitcoin, which I also didn't take because I wasn't going to accept 2 coins for a $12 rod. What am I, an idiot? And last, but not least, Joe's got a question. Jimmy,
You ever do any hanky-panky in the back of your cab?
Hello? Why do you think we named our son after the Lincoln Tunnel?
Wait, hold on. I never drove you through the Lincoln Tunnel. Awkward. Whoops. Anyway, get her out of here. That's enough out of you. Thanks for watching Fox News Saturday Night with Jimmy Fallon. Set your DVR to 10 p.m. Eastern every Saturday night right here on Fox News. Hey, girl. Don't forget to follow us on social media at FN Saturday Night. You can check out our 3 Fox Nation specials, all streaming right now on Fox Nation. And for more of me, I'm coming to a city near you on my Everybody Calm Down tour. Tickets on sale now at foxacrossamerica.com. I'm your main man, Jimmy Fallon, saying good night from New York City. I will see you here next Saturday. And remember, until then, you can be a Republican. You can be a Democrat. You can be a Libertarian. You can be a member of the Whig Party. All we ever ask is that you don't be a...
Waiting for orders.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir.
So happy February 29th. It's a date that only happens once every 4 years. It reminds me to change my sheets.
Commander?
Now, it's often said that life
Hey, boys, I love you. A good boy.
the less crap you gotta eat. But in Gavin Newsom's California, they mean it literally. California recently passed a law mandating a higher minimum wage for fast food restaurants, raising it from 16 to 20 bucks an hour. But it offers an odd exemption for chains that bake bread and sell it as a standalone item. Why? What difference does that make? Why shouldn't a restaurant/bakery be subject to the same laws as everybody else? Is the bakers union that powerful? If you cross them, will you wind up with the Pillsbury Doughboy's head in your bag?
Waiting for orders.
No one will say.
Waiting for orders.
But according to a new Bloomberg News report, Newsom pushed for the bread exemption to help a longtime campaign donor, billionaire Greg Flynn, who happens to own a bunch of Panera Bread. Huh? I know. You know Panera. It's the sort of place you go to when the other option is a vending machine. One that only sells banana chips. No one seems to be there by choice. No one there looks very happy with it. Just a CMB at a cafeteria. And what's up with those massive bread bowls? I think that's what Dana Green is hot tub. Now the new law is called the Fast Food Accountability and Standards Act, or FAST.
to feed the steak faster than a Taco Bell chalupa soaring out of your resentful front hole. Yeah, he's got one once a year. Yeah, thank you. It's the scientific term. Apparently, the baked bread exemption has puzzled observers for months, but Newsom told reporters it's just part of the sausage making of politics. So what's that mean, sausage making? We know it has nothing to do with jabbing people from signing out, especially when everyone else is locked down under the threat of arrest. The phrase refers to the unpleasant way in which a process is carried out behind it. When someone says, you don't want to know how the sausage is made, it's usually referring to something gross, like actually making sausage or using the skin from Jerry Nadler's tummy tuck to make a parachute. Oh, but also, it's how politics is done. Gavin spoke the truth. When he makes sausage, he means making deals for his donor pals so they're exempt from the rules that he enforces on others. It's the whole reason why people like Gavin get into politics, and why billionaires remain friends with people like Gavin, so they're immune from the political punishment they actually support. It's funny how Democrats really hate billionaires, except when they don't. Now, Flynn says the law would kill the franchising business in California, but says he played no role in creating the exemption. But according to Bloomberg, Flynn quietly lobbied Newsom's aides to reconsider whether Panera should be considered fast food. So now, out of all the fast food tycoons in the state, he doesn't need to worry about it. It's nice to have friends in high places like Gavin Newsom, who's really just a wannabe Jesse Waters, but with real hair. Meanwhile, almost every other fast food place will suffer. McDonald's can't just start browning loads of dough to claim an exemption. It's predicted that Mickey D's could lose $250 grand per location per year. Sadly, the only thing getting baked at McDonald's will be the owners when they see their profits. Meanwhile, Chipotle is planning to raise prices too. True, it's getting more and more expensive just to have diarrhea. That's how I keep slim. But they all need to raise prices because that's how it works. When you make it more expensive for a business to operate, the business passes that extra expense onto the consumer, or else they'd go out of business, which ultimately doesn't matter because the elites are safe. Remember, laws are for the little people, and if you don't like it, get richer friends. So they pass stupid laws to break your business while giving their big shot friends all the praise. But this also shows you how minimum wage hikes are harder to sustain than an erection while watching The View.
That's true.
It is true.
That is true. Can't be done.
Thank you. You are a sophisticated crowd. But there's such bad ideas, even billionaires have to call in favors to get around them. Meanwhile, consumers end up with higher prices, workers lose jobs, and elites argue over the meaning of baked goods. Marie Antoinette famously said, "Let them eat cake," but unlike her, Gavin's head won't fit in a guillotine. Again, these are the same jackasses who let shoplifting run rampant, then blamed the businesses for fleeing. And they already are fleeing, and this new law won't help. Meanwhile, Newsom lurks outside the White House like a greedy relative in the parking lot of a hospice. Maybe he is the perfect replacement for Joe. Just like him, the corruption is baked right in. Tonight's guest. Tickets to see him can be written off as a charitable donation. Writer and comedian Joe DeVito. He's done so many locker room interviews. Her microphone has jock itch. Former NFL sideline reporter Michelle Tafoya. She was the inspiration for car alarms. New York Times bestselling author, Fox News contributor, Captain. And for him, there is no deep end of the pool. New York Times bestselling author, comedian, and former NBA world champion, Tyrus. Joe, you seem like the type that kind of hangs out at Panera. And I don't know why. Maybe the desperation on your face. Do you consider it a bakery?
This is the first time I'm hearing of, the bread exemption. The world famous bread exemption. Don't want to piss off the bakers.
Yeah.
After them, then the butchers, the candlestick makers. This is a classic example of rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to say McDonald's has things on buns.
Yes.
I mean, those were baked during the Reagan administration, but it's still fast food. So I don't understand why we're supposed to expect that this is some sort of scientific process when into figuring like, oh well, if you bake, it's a bakery, you get this kind of deal, but if you are at McDonald's, you have to absorb the cost of the minimum wage going up, which is what's going to happen, and then people are going to lose their jobs. 5 guys is down to 3 guys now. So it shows how these are just scams, and that the people at the top, whether it's Gavin Newsom eating in a fancy restaurant, or London Breed partying when everyone else is locked up, they have their own set of rules for them and their friends, and the rest of us are on our own.
In and out, because in and out of California. See what I did there? A little wordplay. Very little, I might add. Michelle, it's kind of interesting that the governor mentions that this is how the sausage is made. That, what he's basically telling you is exactly what he's doing. This is a payoff.
Exactly what he's doing. It's also like the time when he said, when guests are coming over, you clean up the house. That's why we're cleaning up the streets of San Francisco. Yeah. Just so guests can, the rest of you don't matter. But when we have guests in, we gotta clean it up. So this is what he's doing. By the way, Shake Shack is becoming Shake Shanty. You know what else? It says that this excludes bagels. Did you know that?
Anti-Semitic.
Yes! It excludes bagels and croissants. Bake and sell bread where bread is defined to exclude bagels and croissants. So I guess that would mean maybe like a Starbucks couldn't do this. So yeah, this is very much, whenever I think of Gavin Weisman, I think of slimy. And I'm not just talking about his hair. It's everything that he does is just sleazy. He's over-the-top affectionate for Joe Biden. He is that guy sitting outside a hospice waiting for someone to die. He's just gross, and he's ruined my home state of California, and I'll never forgive him for it.
It just occurred to me, my mom was French, my dad was Jewish. Croissants, this is an attack on me.
It's an
And on the last day of last month, this shall not stand. Shall not stand. Stealing the spotlight, I can't complain. Now, well, guess what? Both those restaurants wouldn't let me in. It's outrageous.
Can you explain to me the appeal of Panera Bread, Tyrus?
There is no appeal. Okay. What Panera Bread is when dads on the wrong side of divorce go to look like they're getting it together. So normally, most dads, we do our pickups at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. The ones that are still holding on.
Yeah.
Jamie, lives up. The ones that are still holding on, they try to go to fancy places, but they can't afford it. But somehow, cheese soup in a bread bowl seems to be more successful than just a Happy Meal. So, there'll be a Panera, and then he'll try to order something cool.
Yeah.
Since he's changed. He's no longer the guy in his bathrobe all the time on the weekend. He's out now. He's trying to do more things. It's the saddest place on earth, so where you see grown men cry into their bowl.
Speaking of the bowl, is this their way of trying to run the pottery business out of business by having edible bowls? Have we ever considered that?
No, the edible bowl is literally, there's a word, it's called fat-tacular. When you eat so much that you have to eat the bowl,
I can't stop.
Congratulations, you are fat-tacular. You are phantasmagorical. You have made it to the mountain of fatness. Please stop.
Are there any edible utensils?
Give Panera some time. But then it would not be good because the fathers use the utensils to cut their wrists and fry. So
Panera is probably very nice. Very nice. It's just I've never...
It is nice. It's a nice place to crop.
Yeah.
I established that.
Kat, you worked in Boston Market. Could that have been considered a bakery?
No. Well, look, I actually kind of like it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a soup girl.
Yes, you are a soup girl.
Yeah. And it's not easy for us soup girls living in a sandwich and salad world. I'm being serious because you go to a restaurant, all I ever really want to eat is soup, and you will ask, what's the soup of the day? Someone will look you dead in your eye and say black bean.
That's not a suit.
No, not a suit.
It's not a suit.
No, that's not just a can. Like a big. Nobody. I don't want to get a can of beef.
Yeah.
I'm not a homeless man riding the train.
We got a guy for that.
But this is Panera. It's gonna be bad for Panera because you know what? If all the other fast food restaurants are paying minimum wage, Panera's gonna have to pay minimum or $20 minimum wage too, or else who's gonna want to work there?
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't get a job at the other fast food place, like the most violent of parolees.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a major scene of gang violence.
Or everybody at McDonald's run out and get the little oven-baked baker and start baking a little bit of bread.
Oh.
It didn't say how much you had to sell. We bake bread.
Yes. Easy bake oven.
Little easy bake oven, which we're open to sponsors to. You just put it in, plug it in, make a little cupcake,
And that's
you're
it.
good.
A girl that wants to make bread on Instagram.
Yes.
Like, hey, we have a kitchen for you.
Yeah, and tax-free.
There you go. Well, I think we've learned that it all comes down to bread, and the more you have, the more Gavin likes it. More wordplay, and there'll be more to come. Up next, he pledged to counter fake news, but his AI got bad reviews. Yeah!
If you'll be in the New York area and would like tickets to see Gutfeld, go to foxnews.com/Gutfeld and click on the link to join our studio audience.
Here's to getting better with age.
Here's to BG Scoop every Thursday.
Help fuel today with Boost High Protein. Complete nutrition you need without the stuff you don't. So, use to now. After Advil.
What about your back?
Before Advil. Advil dual action fights pain two ways. Advil targets pain at the source, acetaminophen blocks pain signals. Advil dual action.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day. Makeup smearing, drop season. I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Michael lost 20 pounds with LifeMD.
I've always wanted to lose weight, but I never figured out the right way to do it. I did a cleanse. And I said, I can't do this anymore. I asked a couple buddies, I said, how do I lose this weight? I goes, LifeMD. Got on the computer immediately, and probably the easiest thing I've ever done. The medication comes in the mail, and it's very easy to use. I've been able to live my normal lifestyle. I've lost 20 pounds already. I now come home, spend time with my kids, and I've never felt better. Changed my life.
Check your eligibility and minutes at GetLifeMD.com. Over 13 million Americans were affected by identity theft in 2022. Your information could be used to open loans, transfer home titles, or even commit crimes.
I had almost 20 accounts opened in my name. It was terrifying. I never dreamed it would happen to me.
Only LifeLock alerts you to the widest volume of threats all in one place. And if you're a victim, LifeLock works to fix it on your behalf, all backed by the $1 Million Protection Package. Enroll now. How does it feel to win a bingo?
Thank you, Bingo Blitz, for this incredible moment. I couldn't have done it without you.
Download Bingo Blitz. It's free.
Skating for over 45 years has taken a toll on my body. I take Cunol turmeric because it helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Cunol, the brand I trust. Introducing Cunol Joint Health with turmeric, type 2 collagen, and more.
Let's talk about the border and immigration in ways that typically are not discussed.
Congressman Chip Roy and Senator Ted Cruz weigh in Sunday on Life, Liberty, Living.
If alcohol builds a wall around you, it doesn't let you see where you're going. It keeps you feeling isolated and alone. That makes you feel hopeless. Know this. We're here to help if you want us to. It's never too early or too late to ask for help with a drinking problem. Alcoholics Anonymous, there is a way out. For more information, visit AA.org and download the meeting guide.
Repeat after me. We'll never steal from the weak, the vulnerable again. It's gonna be a fire.
Okay, thanks.
Is a beekeeper. A special program outside the chain of command.
The system is corrupt. We correct it.
Stolen millions from people who worked hard all their lives.
You have laws for these things.
It's already faded. Then you have pain. The Beekeeper, rated R.
Sarah, you got this. Okay? What they lost.
Not really. Not where it counts.
Google admits their racist mistake, but should America give them a break? Google CEO Sundar Pichai, finally apologized for his company's racist artificial intelligence program called Gemini, but not before first Googling the term convincing fake apology. Thank you for that laugh. If you've been held captive in someone's basement without access to the outside world, shout out to Boy Scout Troop 558. I'll be home soon. Here's a recap of Gemini. Google's apologizing after their new AI Gemini chatbot created historically inaccurate pictures and refusing to show white people. Here's what popped up when Gemini was asked by Daily Wire writer Frank Fleming to create an image of a pope. Has there ever been a black pope? I mean, aside from Obama, on medieval knights? Nope. At least they didn't show Gladys Knight. But as predicted, the bozo behind this idiocy is a woken white beta male cuck loser.
New MechWarriors available.
I couldn't even say that. Well, now in a letter to employees, the CEO offered a half-assed apology saying, quote, I know that some of its responses have offended our users and shown bias. That's completely unacceptable, and we got it wrong. Well, that was his mea culpa, which is the Latin phrase for suck it, Whitey.
Excellent.
But Google's bias is about as surprising
Good
as
time to
yours
save.
preference for Purina 1. Unnecessary. I can't believe I said that. In 2017, a Google employee was fired for criticizing the company's diversity, equity, and inclusion policy. Right after Trump's win in 2016, Google execs held an all-hands
I'm gonna see you guys next time, alright? Peace out.
The CEO talked about the power of AI in combating misinformation. Watch.
Can Google do anything to try to filter this out, to try to do something against